Hello, everybody. Welcome to Words on Race here at Valley Tough. I'm your host, Chris Gunther. Today, I'm getting a chance to sit down with Kathy. Kathy, how you doing?
Good, Chris, and how are you?
Good. Kathy, first things first, you look amazing. I love that green and black, and it actually matches the color of the microphone right now. It looks really nice on you.
Thank you, Chris.
I'm glad I wore blue, too, because I'm matching the chair, and I feel pretty good.
You certainly are.
So first things first, we are here at Mercy Health, and this is one of the biggest employers in the Mahoning Valley. How important is it, do you feel, that we promote employment along with promoting things to help out racial injustice?
Oh my goodness, it's paramount. We need to be here for the community we serve, and the community we serve needs to be here and employed.
I agree with how it needs to be, especially right now. There's so much going on, especially here in the Mahoning Valley. What kind of things does Mercy Health have in place in order to make sure that all people are treated fairly no matter their race?
Well, it comes through a couple factors that you have to do to be able to achieve this. First and foremost is people need to have food security. That's utmost importance. So we are doing a lot of work through the Community Health Improvement Assessment, as well as work with the Community Foundation and Healthy Living Initiatives. We are putting efforts forth to be part of that because it's important that we do. So if you're making sure that your community has the food that it needs, then it has to be able to have the transportation to get to their place of employment. And so at Mercy Health Youngstown, we've committed dollars to the Build Grant and the autonomous busing route so that people in inner city Youngstown or can get at least part way, that they can then get here. So that's extremely important. But then what's most important when they come here to seek job employment, we have to know that our managers understand our stance on anti-racism and non-bias hiring techniques. So we are spending a lot of time educating our managers that hire associates because we want to fulfill this promise to the community. Then there's probably two other segments I would say that we work strongly towards. And so once you're hired, Bon Secours Mercy Health as a ministry, which we're a part of, is working to get to the living wage. And currently, there's a lot of emphasis, and we're going to do that so that it's a good, decent living wage. Secondly, once you're hired, we have what's called school at work. So we provide the people with hours in which they work to be pulled off their units or their departments, and they go and get extra skills and training that will eventually allow them to bid on a better job. And then we also, of course, once you're hired and you want to go down the collegiate field as attending YSU, we provide tuition reimbursement. So you have to have all those pieces of the puzzle to support this. But probably one of the biggest things we're focused on right now is who are we hiring in leadership positions and who are we hiring from our physician practice side. I recently heard a gentleman say, I want to go to the doctor that's the same color as I am. And that was a really wow moment for me. I thought, I get why you feel that way. So we're doing a lot of work to strategically say, how can we achieve this for our community?
I agree with making sure that the doctors look like us. That was something that I struggled with coming up because I didn't see too many of them. As I get a little older, I'm starting to understand that there has to be more of a well-rounded, there has to be more diversity. And that's something that this country actually needs to do. This country right now is in racial strife. There's so many tensions going on. What advice would you give? Do you have any suggestions for possible solutions?
Yes, and we are working in that. So remember, we're built from the Sisters of Humility and Mary. Over 100 years ago built this. And their mission, in which we have carried on, is that we are here to serve the compassionate ministry of Christ. And to do that, to bring health and well-being to our communities, and to especially bring good help to those in need, and focus on the poor, the underserved, and the dying. So that's our platform. But we have to take that platform and we have to launch forward from there. So I was recently hired, Chris, just in January of 2019. But prior to my coming here, Bon Secours Mercy Health had a huge initiative for diversity and inclusion. So when I got here in January of 2019, that was a part of my new employee orientation, mandatory training. From there, they developed something called the Leadership Committee on Diversity and Inclusion, And that is a team of people at a leadership that bring forward initiatives and ideas and work with staff so that we know we're meeting our own associate needs. So we continue to do that, as well as the training I spoke to a minute ago with the managers on anti-racism and non-bias training. We have many mandatory educations, but you could go onto our website and click on a number of any educational opportunities to learn more about what's going on and how we can be better people and better deliver this message.
I didn't know if you were done because I was really enjoying that answer. Like, I enjoyed it, and I could see that you are very sincere with it.
Oh, yes.
Kathy, thank you so much for your time today. We really appreciate you.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you guys for watching Words on Race. Be sure to check us out at www.valleytough.org. I'm your host, Chris Gunther. I'll see you next time.